to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Janice, and this channel is dedicated to helping busy, overwhelmed moms like me and you to boost their productivity, to stay organized using simple but effective systems, and to just remind you of how absolutely freaking awesome you truly are. In my last video, I gave you some tips and tricks to help you overcome and avoid mommy burnout. That's this video right here. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and mark that down for later. I think that would be a great video to watch. All mommies should watch it because all mommies, I feel like, have been burnt out at least once. But in that video, one of the tips that I mentioned was to create systems for yourself. I created a master grocery list, and I promised you in the last video that I was going to show you how I did it and to help you create your own today. So that is what we're gonna do. So if that sounds good to you, then let's get right into it. So the idea for having a master grocery list came to me when I was going shopping on a weekly basis for my meal plans. If you haven't seen my meal planning video, you can check it out right here as well. I'm also gonna drop all of the videos that I mentioned up here in the eye if you're interested. I'll try to remember to put the links down below in the description box as well, if that makes it easier for you to get to it after this video. Anyone who knows me knows I like to make things as simple as possible. Creating a template for these items was going to kind of cut down on my writing time and just cut down on the time that I have to actually think about it and remind myself about it. And just bear in mind that this list is not for everything that you have ever bought for your family or your kitchen in your lifetime. This list is specifically for all of those items that you consume more regularly. The items that make your kitchen your kitchen. Like, you come into my kitchen, I will never be without half and half, and I will never be without adobo and sazon. I'm Puerto Rican, it goes in practically everything I cook. So those are things that make my kitchen my kitchen. I'm gonna help you break it down. So the first thing I'm gonna recommend for you to do is get a pen and paper, or if you're a little bit more, you know, into your tech, you could always use your phone, your tablet, your laptop. Either way, I always suggest having it on your phone. So it might be easier to start off with the phone, but I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. If you need pen and paper to start off with, because that's how I do it. So I always start off with analog and then I switch it over to digital, and it gives me a chance to clean up my list, and anything that I may have missed in the analog, I pick it up when I'm entering into the digital version of it. So get whatever you need to create a list going, and we'll move on to tip number 2. And that is to create categories for all of your essentials. I'm actually going to show you what my grocery list looks like. So here is what my master grocery list looks like. And as you can see, I have categories for meat, grains, dairy, freezer, produce, drinks, seasonings and spices, which I'm gonna go back to in a minute, and miscellaneous. And then I also have the paper items, so the non-food items like toilet paper for the bathroom and cleaning supplies that I constantly find myself repurchasing and I don't want to forget about. Going back, I put down my seasoning and spices. I know a lot of people don't do that. They usually maybe put it under miscellaneous or something like that, and they just put it as seasonings or spices, and that is good enough for them. For me, it is not, because there are certain things that I go through all the time and I want to make sure that I have them. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm Puerto Rican, so I need my adobo, I need my sazon. I like to put cinnamon in my breakfast foods, like my pancakes, waffles, oatmeal. So I'm constantly running out of that. Sugar as well. But you could definitely switch it out and just keep it under miscellaneous. You know, make these categories that work for you, because they will serve as prompts for your brain. Because what I want you to do next is brain dump. So think of what couldn't your kitchen function without having. So this is just going to kind of prompt your brain quickly to get the initial essentials out of the way. What would make you upset to open up your cupboard in your refrigerator and to realize that you're completely out? Put that underneath all of those categories. If I opened up my refrigerator in the morning and found I had no half and half, well, then there goes my coffee, you know? So put those things down first. I really hope that this is all making sense and that it's kind of helping you so far. If it is, I think you guys would greatly appreciate my Instagram account as well, because I do little tips and tricks like this on a more regular basis over there on my Insta stories and on my posts. So you can go ahead and become part of the family over on Instagram. Follow me at Janice Crystal, all one word, or I'm actually gonna leave the link down below in the description box as well, so you can click on it there, or you can search for me by name, like I said, Janice Crystal. So yeah, come be a part of the family. I invite you. to come and partake in all of my craziness. Anyway, moving on to the next consideration when you're making your master grocery list is a list of prompts to help remind you about certain items that maybe you forgot when you did your initial brain dump. These are a list of prompts of questions that I asked myself when I was making my list to kind of jog my memory, just in case, like I said, I forgot something. Think of the last couple weeks to a month. Are there any dishes, side dishes, breakfasts, whoa, I haven't had my breakfasts just yet, I guess. Any breakfast that you made multiple times that you need items for? Are there any items that you remember buying multiple times in the last couple weeks to a month? What protein does your family favor for dinner? Mine in my household is chicken. So as you saw on my list under the meats, I have chicken, I have ground beef. Those are like our go-to. Is there a side dish that you constantly go to? Are there veggies that your kid will eat so you need to constantly be buying them? Mine is broccoli. I'm gonna show you how this works. With that prompt, I actually just remembered that Annie likes beans, like she likes to eat plain beans. Note to self, remind me to add beans to my master grocery list at 12 p.m. today.
Okay.
Where was I? Another prompt is to think of any snacks that you guys are constantly craving or that you go for the most. Those are just a few questions to ask yourself to jog your memory, like I just did, about any items that need to be on this list. Once you have a list that you're happy with, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I think it is a good idea to put it on your phone. I don't know if it ever happens to you guys, but sometimes I make unplanned stops at the supermarket. And wouldn't it be nice to already have your list of essential items for you to consider while you're at the market, so that when you're there, you can kind of jog your memory and say, hey, I needed more milk, I'm running low on milk, I'm getting down to the very last bit of the half and half, I only have 2 eggs left. You could put it on your phone's notepad. For me personally, I like the app Google Keep, and it actually lets you put little check boxes next to it. And then you can also color the list. It's almost like walking around with a handful of Post-its in your back pocket or in your purse. So it's great, highly recommended, but do you, whatever works. So at this point, I hope I have impressed upon you why you need a master grocery list. And I hope it's kind of clear on how to make one. If not, leave any questions that you have down below in the comments section. I will try my best to help, because that is what I am here for. I just want to help. And also let me know if you end up using Google Keep. If you do, and you're interested in seeing some of my other productivity apps that I use on a regular basis, that is going to be in my next video. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as well as the little bell, so that you can be notified of when more videos go up on my channel. While you wait for that video, make sure you check out some of my other videos, like these 2 right here. I do videos about productivity, organization, and just momming and momming hard. So check those out when you got a chance. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.